Hi everyone, this is Altair bringing you a brand new Monster Hunter World build. Today we're going to talk about the Insect Glaive with this Immortal Venom build. It's a build that's based on life regen and is by no means a speed run or a time attack kind of build because we're going to focus a little bit on attack, but we're mostly going to focus on survivability. So in this build I've tried to play around with the Insect healing abilities, which are in my opinion really underrated because it can really help you get more life and it can help your teammates as well with the healing dust from the Insect. Again, I want to say that if you're looking for the ultimate damage build with the Insect or the Insect Glaive, you're not going to find it here. It's mostly aimed towards survivability, and its goal is to basically get you through those very hard tempered elder dragon fights. Those elder dragons, when they're tempered, they hit really hard. They can even one-shot you on some attacks, and with this build it's going to help you survive, and it's going to help you deal damage and stay confident in dealing damage because your life is going to regen so fast that you can focus on the attack side. So let's check the skills I've chosen for this build. First we have 3 pieces of Nergigante, which is going to give you Nergigante's Hunger, which is basically a small heal every time you hit the monster a couple times. It procs quite often with the Insect Glaive, so it's pretty nice to have. It's one source of heal. We're going to have many sources of heal in this build. Then we have Agitator, our main attack skill, a little bit of crit and a little bit of attack when the monster is in rage, which is about 70 or 80% of the time. Then the next skill is Health Boost, which is going to increase the size of your life gauge by about 33%, which is really good. It's going to give you a big health bar so you can tank stuff and you have time to regen that bar while tanking. Then we have Recovery Up, which is going to be basically 30% more heals on any source. It's not only the items, it's any source, so it's going to really help us with our life regen. It's really essential to the build. Then we have Power Prolonger, which is going to be a comfort skill. You don't want to be taking those buffs too often. It's really sometimes annoying on some monsters, so this is going to give you 30% more duration in your buff from your Insect. So it's comfort, it's really nice to have, it's a handy skill to have, that's why I put it there. And you can focus on the attack if you are buffed. Then we have Divine Blessing, which is really underrated in my opinion because it procs quite often, about 30 to 50% of the time, and you take 50% less damage. This skill will save your life, I can guarantee it. If you try it, you're gonna love it. You're just gonna love it. It's a really good skill. Then we also have Maximum Might. Maximum Might is going to be an attack skill. Since when you're on the ground, when you're Insect Glaive, you're going to hit a lot on the ground if you want to do damage. This is going to give you more crits because you don't use a lot of stamina as an Insect Glaive user when you're on the ground. So this is 30% flat crit increase when you are on the ground. Then you have Attack Boost. It's part of Nergigante's armor. It's a little bit more attack, so it never hurts, especially with this Insect Glaive. That's not a very powerful one. It's a poison Insect Glaive. We're going to see that in a second. So I've chosen the Datura Blade for its 3 augment slots, as well as the health boost on the Insect bonus. It has good slots and it has poison, so it's not the best glaive in the game, but it's really good for that build. So of course we choose health regen for the augments on that weapon. Then about the Insect itself, I chose the Grand Cathar 3. Basically it's a Sever type and it has heal dust, and this is going to provide a lot of heals for us, and that dust is going to be everywhere for you to hit or for your teammates, and it's really going to help. It also has good speed, which is always good as an Insect Glaive user, and a good heal stat, so when you extract that green extract from the monster's tail, you're going to get a decent heal from that. In terms of armor, we have the Guild Cross Circlet for the slots and the blessing. We have Xenogiva Hide Beta. Then we have Nergigante's Vambraces Beta. Then Nergigante's Coil Beta. And Nergigante's Greaves Beta for that juicy Nergigante Hunger skill. So 3 parts of Nergigante. With the charm, we have the Challenger Charm to help us with the Agitator skill. Then we have an Affinity Booster. to have a little more crits, so more damage, and of course the unforgettable Rocksteady Mantle, the OP Mantle that's gonna make you really tanky and that's gonna make you immune to knockbacks and stuff like that. So that's it for the build itself. Let's check out the jewels. First we have a Mighty Jewel to help with the maximum might skill in the Datura Blade. Then we have a Protection Jewel to have that level 3 Divine Blessing skill. In the Guildcross Circlet we have 3 Vitality Jewels for that health gauge expansion, 50%, well 50 more health, so that's gonna be a total of 200 health, which is gonna make your life gauge really big. Then we have Medicine Jewels for that 30% recovery in the armor and the gloves. In the Nergigantes Coil we have another Mighty Jewel to have that maxed out maximum might skill. And we have an Enhancer Jewel in the Nergigantes Greaves to have that maxed out Power Prolonger skill. That's it for the jewels. Now in order to show you how efficient this build can be, I decided to take the hardest hitting monster in the game, which is probably Nergigantes, and I decided what hits more than a Nergigante. Well, it's a tempered Nergigante. So let's go and check out this tempered Nergigante. I didn't have the quest myself, so I just joined an online tempered Nergigante, and I'm just gonna comment through the fights. You don't have to watch this, it's just to prove my point and to prove that the build is actually crazy in terms of life regen. So what you want to do is have that Kinsect dust on the tail of the monster, so the dust is everywhere and you can use it to heal yourself. And also, if it's on the tail, you're gonna have that green extract ready for you whenever you're in trouble. You just have to call the Kinsect back and it's gonna give you a free heal, and it's a really decent heal with all the skills we have on this set. So here I get hit, and in 1-2 combos I'm already almost full health. I did get hit by Nergigante, and it's a tempered one, so you see that I didn't lose that much health. It was a decent hit and I didn't lose that much health. So I want to say in this fight I didn't try and play especially good. All I did was attack, attack, attack. Of course there's a couple dodges here and there, but this wasn't my point. My point was to show you that the regen was good, so I decided to play a little bit carelessly. So I'll get hit a lot in this fight and you'll see that the regen is actually really good. So that buff is about to run out, so I'm gonna take that buff again. So Power Prolonger really helps with that. And see, I lost a little bit of health and it's back. I'm back to full life in a couple seconds, in a couple combos. It's also really helpful on other monsters like Teostra with his Flame Aura. You're not even gonna feel the Flame Aura, or if you're poisoned or if you're burning, you just have to hit the monster and it overrides the damage you take from the poison or the burning. So let's just kill that Nergigante and focus on the attack side. So I'm taking the buff again. Don't forget to send your Kinsect and see all that green stuff everywhere. That's gonna heal you and it's gonna heal your teammates if they hit it. It's gonna be a pretty decent heal for you and it's gonna be a decent heal for your teammates. So in terms of damage, we have a cool build, but it's not crazy in terms of damage. That's why I chose the Datura Blade for the poison to help out a little bit with the damage, even if the poison damage is not crazy. So you see the hits are fairly alright. It's not the craziest damage build, but as long as you just hit the monster, you're gonna regen and have that Kinsect on the tail to get that green extract when you need it. So here we have the big attack, and look at this. I just tanked the big freaking attack of a tempered Nergigante and I'm back to full health in a couple seconds. So if you look at the video properly, I got hit and then the green extract came and I got a lot of life back, and in a couple hits I was full life. It's not the only hit I'm gonna get in this fight, so let's check out how fast that regen can be. Again, this is a tempered Nergigante, so I don't think there are a lot of monsters that hit harder than this monster, and you'll see that every time I get hit my life is back in a matter of seconds. You'll also notice that in this fight I purposely did not drink any potions. It's gonna be a really good build if you want to save and stack up on potions, because you're not gonna be drinking any potions. Also in this fight I'm not buffed in defense. I didn't take a mega armor skin. I could have. See, I get hit, a decent hit, and I just hit the monster a little bit, and look at this. Look at the regen on this build. I'm full life and I get hit again, and all I have to do is a couple combos, and I can do aerial combos as well. We'll see that in a second. They work really good because it's a lot of hits, and it's just gonna heal me automatically. And we'll see that with this big life gauge, even though I just tanked a big hit of Nergigante, I'm not really in danger of dying, of being one shot. Here I'm in a little bit of danger. We see that Nergigante is limping, and I decide to not chug any potion and just regen through the sheer regen power of this set. So let's not drink any potions and see how the fight goes. See if I can manage to kill that Nergigante with the team that's with me without drinking any potions. See, I'm critical right now. I decide not to drink the potion. Just put my green extract, have a couple hits, and look at that regen. Look at that regen. Really awesome regen. A little dodge here, and I'm gonna go back on the tail and watch the regen just do its job, basically. And the Nergigante is pretty much dead now. And to prove my point, let's check on the right. You can see it's a tempered one. I'm not trying to trick you guys. We'll see that when I carve the Nergigante, it's really a tempered one. You see that blue aura around the symbol. So this is really a tempered Nergigante, not a regular one. So that's it for this Immortal Venom build. I hope you like this build. I'm not trying to make damage builds. I'm trying to be a little original, think outside the box, see what we can do with the game. If you're looking for crazy damage build, I'm pretty sure you can find those on YouTube, on any channel. I'm just trying to make cool builds and builds that are compatible with beginner players. And for those players out there that have trouble with tempered Elder Dragons, I think this build could be a nice addition to your collection. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again for some new builds. Bye bye.